Ref! That's a yellow card, ref! Card him! Yellow card him, right? Yellow card, mate! Come on, you want to learn the rules? How are these kids supposed to learn the game if you don't know the game?
27% of referees get physically assaulted and 92% of them get verbally abused.
Every referee goes out to enjoy a game of football firstly. I'm sure that most of the players do that, and I think sometimes emotions get high because everybody wants to win, and then I think the respect then goes out the window because of them emotions.
Respect? I don't think they've heard of it. Oh, it's awful.
It can be a very lonely job at times, yes.
It's the ball to bring him down! You've got to do some now! Every time he gets the ball! That's about 7! Do something!
I'd sent 2 players off from one team, 75th minute. Another player, he verbally abused me, so I sent him off. And as I showed him the red card, he decided to try and headbutt me. I got the way, and at that point I abandoned the game, got surrounded, felt very threatened. And then, I left the ground. It was the only time I'd ever felt threatened, actually, in all my career through refereeing. And then I decided at that point that I'd had enough of refereeing adult male football.
John only referees junior and youth football now, but refereeing at that level isn't any easier. Sophie, Heather and Kirsty have all quit refereeing because of the problems they've had, mainly from those off the pitch.
You'll make a decision and then it'll be like, oh ref, you've been doing that and you've been doing that, and just like, whoo,
and I think with girls as well, that you don't know what you're doing, so it puts you off even more.
It's like, we do play football.
So all 3 of you have now stopped and don't want to...
Yeah, we hate it.
I've chucked my ref kit away.
The girls haven't given up on football altogether though, and are still playing for their local team. They explained the main reason for hanging up their whistles was because of the abuse they got, mainly from those on the sidelines.
Everyone, the whole place is against you, and you just feel like going off that and crying, like it's just not worth it, to be honest.
You said that before and you felt like crying, like the last match.
Yeah, I just wanted to get off, I just wanted to leave. Couldn't stand it.
Run. Go as far away as possible.
It's not surprising that so many are leaving the game. Nearly all those still wearing the black referee's shirt have suffered some abuse or had to deal with it.
Manager ran onto the pitch and assaulted a kid, which obviously led to the match being abandoned.
One of the parents of the away team threatened or offered to take everybody on the pitch, all the adults, all the supporters, down into the car park and fight them one at a time. So that's pretty serious. So, you know, you have to call the police in them situations and make sure they're escorted out. He wouldn't leave the vicinity of the area, so the game gets abandoned, and it spoils everybody's enjoyment, really.
So why does a game of football need a qualified ref in charge, when all they get is abuse from players and supporters?
We really need a qualified referee minimum in the centre to referee each game and every game. It's okay a parent doing it or a manager, but you'll find, I probably would say, at least 98% of these do not know the laws of the game and do not understand the game, never even played it, quite a lot of them.
Oh, of course, it's better for everybody, isn't it? I mean, if you have a look at me, you can see I'm a relatively old referee, so to speak. So I've got some life experience on how to handle people at work and other things. It's the young people coming through, and if they get abuse on a pitch, their reaction might be, well, I don't want to go back onto that again. So it's a matter of being able to handle it, but hopefully the Respect campaign will go some way to redress the problem and let people referee the match and stay in refereeing.
At the start of the season, the FA introduced its Respect programme to try and stem the tide of referees leaving the game.
The idea is to reduce and get more respect for the referees, and in doing that, hopefully we can recruit the 8,000 referees that we need in the coming seasons to cover the games for shortfalls, retirement, people leaving the game because, you know, it's just not for them. And the idea is that hopefully by reducing the abuse with inside football and getting more respect for the referees, then more people will take up refereeing and decide to stay as well as come to refereeing.
I think the initial impact's going to be very little, because what we don't want to do, we don't want to change them the way they play the game. We just want to get them to understand that a referee's decision is a referee's decision. But more importantly, the referees need to manage